Ladies, gentlemen, welcome to the colorful world of Skittles. Skittles brings you a jolt of 5 fruity flavors in every bite, giving you the chance to taste the rainbow like never before. Break free from the ordinary day-to-day with the help of Skittles Chewy Candy. Skittles is a must in my candy jar, movie snack, even my secret, so an afternoon pick-me-up. And I don't even care who knows it. Add a splash of joy to your day with Skittles. There's nothing better than fruity fun that tickles your taste buds. Taste the rainbow.
The dream is real. It's your lifestyle specialist, Kenny Burns, reporting to you live from the safest place on earth. I call it Love Land. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you could see the antics from the nation on the beginning of this episode. Teule was talking about some perk 30s. You know, he had surgery. He don't. Anyway. All right, then we had Kendra with the screw face, because, you know, Kendra faces his prices. We're going to have a whole episode /reel with Kendra faces. And then my baby Sugar was rotating in the chair and adjusting something, and then she said it's homecoming week. I don't know what is going on. I need
Y'all
to...
know better than that. Don't let
I need
It is
to,
homecoming week, though.
I need to know what goes on at homecoming, Dr. Sugar.
Listen, what happens at homecoming stays at homecoming. Okay?
Round of applause. Round of applause for the honesty. You're not going to catch Dr. Sugar slipping. Unless it's homecoming. All right. Patty cake,
I ain't gonna be slipping there either.
I ain't never seen Kentucky State spelled out all across the shirt.
Yeah, is that... all right.
Get geeked.
All right.
Get geeked because it's homecoming week. Keep playing.
Wait, come on. You know we coming out with an album, huh? New single coming out October 3rd. Next single coming out October 29th on my birthday called Get Geek. Come on, Sugar. Come on, Sugar.
Get geek.
Huh?
Get geek.
What we tell them?
Get geek because it's homecoming week.
What? New dance alert.
Yo.
New dance alert. I don't know what I was grabbing and pulling. That's some freaky cousin freaky. That's okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, episode 51, Mismanagement. Yes, mismanagement. We know a lot of y'all out there are mismanaging a few things. We won't give you a list of things that you should surely not mismanage. Now, let me start by saying,
Number one is me.
Hello, do not mismanage Dr. Sugar or there will be smoke. I'm talking about a whole lot of it. So as homecoming's upon us, you Negroes that listen to the TKBS and try to shoot your shot, know that we not having no hello about that one. What's that push and pull? That's our new thing? That's our new dance? Huh? Pull a motherfucker in, push him away. Pull him in,
Okay,
push him
I'm
away.
I'm over it.
Okay, all right.
Oh my God.
I know we starting off on fire. I had a hell of a week, y'all. Round of applause for me. I've been around the world and I've been to Los Angeles, California. I went out there to host the BMAC Awards, ladies and gentlemen. The Black Music Action Coalition. They honor Lizzo, Jermaine Dupri, Jason Flom, Sylvia Rhone, a host of incredible superheroes doing superhero stuff. So another round of applause for the BMAC. Yeah, loved it. I had a good time. You saw that outfit, right? You saw that. And I just want to shout out my jokes. I want to shout out my jokes. Y'all just think I be hosting parties, okay? Y'all think I just be hosting parties? I'm outside. I have a plethora of talent in my bag. Huh? Yeah, hold on. That's for me. Yeah, so I was out there. Then got on the plane the next morning, okay? Landed, went to sound check at the anthem. Okay, that's what I did, huh? No perks, okay? All right, that was for Taylor. You know what I'm saying? And then I got sound check. You know what I do? I micromanage, you know what I'm saying? Because when you hire me, you just don't get talent, huh? You get production. You feel what I'm saying? So I was out there doing my thing, Rick Ross, Monica, you feel me? Then afterwards, they say, fuck it, we going with Kenny, going to party. We go to the park at 14. All right, Monica, Gail Bean. Round of applause for Monica and Gail Bean, child. Listen to me. Monica not only my little sister, she like my daughter, but not because she's grown as hell with kids of her own, but I just love her like that. And then Gail Bean, another round of applause for Gail Bean. I just love Gail Bean because I wasn't ready for snowfall to end, but they came and had a good time. They came and had a good
All
time.
right.
Taylor, yeah, they came and had a good time, looking good as a motherfucker. And I killed it. You know, y'all did my thing Friday and Saturday night. Big shout out to Quicksilver and my brother K. I had a weekend, y'all, but Soul Food Sunday was on my spirit. I ain't even quite get out the bed all the way. It was like 2:30 in the afternoon. I think I woke up at 2:25. I think I got out of, literally opened my eyes, and I just had something on my spirit. I had talked to Jessica for 2 seconds. She was telling me about something. She was talking about, and then that's how we came up with mismanagement. And it went crazy. And I'm gonna tell you, 100 people or so in my DMs were like, we need to unpack mismanagement. And I was like, you're right. So big shout out to Honey. A whole bunch of people was in the DMs. And the first topic I want to discuss is mismanaging our money. Y'all, listen, we going into the fourth quarter of 2023. We about to have the best 2024 of our lives. But we got to manage our money a little better, y'all. Huh? We mismanaging our funds, our finances, our guala. Huh? You can't expect to get much out of life if you don't prioritize making sure your money is working for you. Now, how do we do that? That's what we want to unpack today on the Kenny Burns Show. And the first thing I could think of in my mind, stop buying shit you don't need. Huh? I know you're mad. I know you're tired.
But that's true.
I know you feel like you work for everything you get. But there's just some things you ain't supposed to have. Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot buy cash, let's start there. If you cannot buy cash, you shouldn't buy it. Financially literate is where we need to be. We have to mismanage our finances no more. Come on, I'm seeing these get rich schemes all over the internet, y'all, with these credit cards. And it makes me want to shoot the screen. Sorry, Tasha Tony. I literally, the people be like, yeah, so this credit card got 20,000, this one got 40,000, this one got 60,000. You can take all this credit and you can woo. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there might be some math in the fact that you want to use other people's money to finance said project. You know what I'm saying? That's all well and fine. But when you get into getting yourself in debt by buying the dumb shit that we buy, this is where we jump off the bridge and die. And guess what? You keep playing catch up. You keep trying to, you know what I'm saying, pay Peter to put with the thing, Pippa Pied to pick pepper. And rock rhymes and Humpty Dumpty fell down. That's just all the time. And Evil Knievel, and then jump on the Jake's dick.
What? Take it out.
That's what the song said.
Jack nimble, and he was quick, but jam, faster Jack's on Jay's dick.
That's what the song said. So who would like to expound on what I said?
Well, I would have to say those are lessons I learned in my 20s. I think in your early, late 20s, that's when you should be learning the rights and wrongs of what to do, messing up your credit, getting it back, that kind of thing.
Right.
When it comes to credit cards, you know, I love my American Express card because I get all the
round of applause for American Express. You do.
I do.
They're trouble.
I know, because I can't pay cash for it, but I want the perks, I want the free upgrades,
Yeah.
I want the this and the that when I fly Delta, and I'm spoiled.
Yeah, no.
So
listen.
I use my credit card instead of my cash. So I got that bad. I can't say that.
All right, well, at least you're being honest about your situation.
I am.
Half
But
the
it's
battle.
only because I want the perks. I want my medallion status to stay at a certain route. You know,
Stop saying perks in front of Taylor. He gonna send you a
like
package.
it.
Okay, stop saying perks in front of Taylor. He gonna send you a package.
I mean, because we are saying perks a lot
Yeah,
for some reason.
it's making me nervous. Well, they say it gives you energy. It says it turns you all the way up and keeps you all the way on.
All right.
No, this
I
is
just thank God that I've never had an injury to the point where I had to take anything such as that. But, you know, each his own.
Yeah, okay.
But back to the credit.
Yes.
So my mother them didn't teach me about credit because their generation was not on credit as much as we are in our day.
Facts.
So I had to learn the hard way. I had to crash and fail and build it back up and so forth. So I'm glad and I'm blessed that I'm at a point in my life where I am financially literate and making the right decisions in life.
Right.
Piggybacking off what Kendra said, The only thing is, I think that we have so much at our fingertips as far as education with financial literacy. There's really no excuse anymore.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you. It doesn't matter if you're young and you quote unquote don't know. Now you really don't have any excuse. Now when we were in college and they used to come around to college campuses giving away free shirts if you signed up for a credit card, we didn't really care about that credit card. We wanted the shirt.
Right.
So that's how a lot of people started getting into debt with credit cards because they didn't know what they were signing up for. Right. So I never really got into the credit card game, and maybe at some point I will. But right now I'm just not a credit card girl because I don't know that I have self-control.
No, listen, round of applause for that. Because listen, none of us have self-control. If you got an American Express and you got that limit, it's just some things you're gonna be doing on accident. It don't even really make sense. Now, I will tell y'all this, and then tell you I wanna hear what you gotta say. I really feel like one of the greatest things I ever did young was I got all the credit cards. I remember one time I had a $60,000 limit at Neiman Marcus. My first Audemars Piguet I bought at Neiman Marcus. I could not afford that. I shouldn't have been nowhere near the fine watch department. I should have been downstairs by Uchi Coochie and Poochie. I was not supposed to be in the fine jewelry department. And ladies and gentlemen, I learned my lesson. Because you're catching up, you're playing catch up. You know what I'm talking about? And then you realize, to Sugar point, I'm just not supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying, all this. I know better, so I gotta start doing better. But what I will say, and I'm talking to you brave mother suckers out there that just refuse to put the credit card down. I've made more money looking like money than actually having money. Does that make sense to y'all? And my auntie, my Aunt Lena said, when I was growing up, when I got locked up, and my grandmama told me to go work for UPS and FedEx, and then she was like, in 30 years you can have a pension. I said, well, Grandma, I ain't sell drugs. God rest her dead, I love her so much and miss her so much. But I didn't sell drugs because I want to be regular. I did it because I wanted to be fabulous. I'm looking at my Aunt Lena, my Uncle Oliver, and they're fabulous. I want to be, my wife and I actually became my Uncle Oliver and my Aunt Lena, by the way. So I'm like, I want to be fabulous. And ladies and gentlemen, it did work for me. And so there's a juxtaposition to what we're talking about. I wasn't faking it till I make it. I just wanted more. And I kept figuring it out because clearly you have to pay the bill. Clearly you have to continue to grow, and then you have family, you have to take care of your responsibilities. But wait, you still looking like money? Oh shit, well you must got some money now. Well, guess what? Today I do. All right. And wouldn't nobody never know the difference if I ain't tell them right now on the podcast. But when I was young, I was in a Mercedes-Benz. Jessica brought Kenny home in a Mercedes-Benz. We've always had, because I felt that my business was so superficial that I had to show up a certain way. And it worked. So there's juxtaposition of what I'm saying. But I will say, and then I want to obviously hear what you guys say, Tayule, mismanaging the money, I could have fell on my face 400-500 different times along the way. Luckily, I got a certain knack, you know what I'm saying, for getting to it and putting myself in money's way and putting myself in the right positions. But it ain't gonna work for all y'all. Listen to the words that's coming out of my mouth. A lot of y'all not built for that type of hustle and pressure. Tayule?
One way to not mismanage your money is to really have a plan, right? If you have a plan and a goal, you're less likely to go. I stay in the house not because I don't have nowhere to go, but because I have a plan. So me going and buying $1,000 table doesn't fit in that plan, right? So I'm less likely to blow what I have. I'm not going to mismanage my finances.
Right.
So when you're young, because you don't have a long-term outlook, then you're going through things that don't make sense.
Facts.
Right? I've ran up $70,000, $80,000 in credit card debt and then looked like, yo, let's go ahead and, Donald Trump this thing. And,
what am I going to do?
What am I going to do? You can't out-hustle debt. You really can't. That's not possible. You have to almost start over and then figure out, okay, this is what I can't do. So a great way to not mismanage is to have a plan. Don't go outside. Like, take that short-term loss of that little fun that you're gonna have
right
the first couple of years, and see what you can do. See what you're gonna have at the end of 2 years, and the more you continue to pile up, and you see, like, I really didn't need to go and be stupid and buy $1,000 Tito's bottle when I can get it at the corner store for $40. That's
for
really
$40. Don't that make you just want to shoot you? Yeah.
Who drinking Tito's?
Right.
Yo, they
Tito's is
like 2 bottles.
Tito's a trigger.
It's a trigger? Okay, all right. Well, we don't want to trigger you. All right, sugar. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about mismanaging relationships. We talked about money, huh? You got to discern for yourself with the money. In relationships, you also have to have a lot of discernment too, okay? Because we out here thinking that relationships ain't worth nothing. I feel like that. I feel like, especially when you're young, you're not valuing the relationships. I'm writing my book, WWM. We're gonna reveal the title soon. But I didn't even realize my coach in high school, my basketball coach, junior and senior year, played such a significant role in my thinking, right? I was doubling down as a basketball player, and I'm also doubling down in the street. And I really didn't respect my relationship with him. But as I'm peeling back the layers on the onion, I'm realizing, damn, some of the shit he told me really has stuck with me. And honestly, something that he always used to say to me actually became the truth. Although I don't think he meant it in a nice way when he was saying it. But when he used to say, Kenny motherfucking Burns, I really could have took that very negatively, right? I could have took it as, damn, like he, you know what I mean? He's cursing at me. Like, I'm a child, he's a grown man. But at the same time, I always felt like Kenny motherfucking Burns. And I never heard it any other fucking way. And in life, I became Kenny motherfucking Burns. You know what I mean? But it's like, I didn't value the information. You know, he would tell me like, look, you can do that because he knew what I was into, or you could do this because you can actually hoop. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got people asking about you at these things. Like, what are you doing? But ladies and gentlemen, I didn't respect the relationship. And I don't even know if he's alive. We're trying to find him just so I can thank him, because I never even thanked him for the 2 years we had together. You know what I mean? But you don't really value, right, the relationships. All when you're young, you think you got it all, you know it all. You're not like that, youngin'. That's why I said last episode, I get you smart, but you ain't lived enough life to talk to a person like me in the way that you're talking to me. Or, you know what I mean? Like, we have to, in life, there are protocols. There are unwritten laws. There are stages that we all go through. And through those stages, we gotta respect the relationships. We have to honor the relationships. How do y'all feel about that?
Whenever people get past the stage, a lot of times they forget what happened before they got there. They forget the people that helped them get to that stage. So unfortunately, we are in a situation day by day by day where people are forgetting, honey, you weren't always here. Don't forget the people that helped you back here before you get here. Like KB said, you might not have understood or valued it in that moment, but you have to be able to be reflective and go back to, okay, what got me here? Because you didn't do it yourself. Amen. I don't care what nobody said. I don't care what nobody says. Self-made is a farce.
Absolutely.
It is fraudulent. It is not real. I understand that you worked hard and you may not have gotten anything handed to you, but somebody along the way has handed something to you to make sure that you become who you are right now.
Yeah, poured into you.
Amen.
Yeah, poured into you whether you realize it or not. What were you about to say, Coco? Kendra, can you?
No, I was just agreeing with her because it doesn't even have to be a tangible item. It can, like you said, pouring into someone like for me, I was a teen mom. Again, everybody would know that. My grandmother watched my son and still allowed me to do certain things that I wanted to do as a young adult.
Right.
If it wasn't for her to be able to work and still live my young adult life, I wouldn't have had certain experiences.
Right.
So I wasn't self-made. Yeah, I worked hard, but I had a village behind me to be able to do that. And even still today, if I'm having a conversation with Sugar, if I'm having a conversation with you, KB, or Teule, or anyone else around me, my friends, my family, those things are still a staple in my life that's elevating me to another level.
Absolutely. Round of applause for that. I like that girl, Teule.
You know, we live in such a consumer-centric society that everybody is just me. I guarantee if you have a vision board, look at a person's vision board, you can tell how much they value human being and human connection.
Facts.
If your vision board is strictly what I want, not what I can do for a community, my family, my friends, then you're not a type of person who really values human connection.
Right?
That's why the prisons will separate an individual and put them in isolation because it breaks the human connection, that human spirit.
Yeah.
And so it's extremely important to value your friendships, right? It doesn't, everybody just wants to be big, just big. You know, if I don't have a platform, then I'm not big, or this person. Everybody has a value to your life. If you can really just sit down, get away from yourself, stop being so me-centric. I can point to everybody on this podcast and say, you have poured into me some kind of way. That is a value, right? And the more I value that, the more I'm going to value that person, and the less likely I'm going to want to cut them off.
Right.
All these podcasts and these platforms about, you know, cut that person off. They don't mean, listen, first of all, stop taking advice from all these Google scholars. These folks ain't
Google scholars. Hold on, Google scholars. I'm playing the Kenny Burns show intro accident. Fuck it.
All they wanna hear is KB on the radio. You know we just tryna get
To the bag.
on the same days, on the same wave. Only keep the fam around me, so let me know
New
what
dance.
it's gon' be. Only keep the fam around me.
Come on.
While
Oh, wait, are you poking it out, Sugar?
keep doing his thing. Kenny too
Sugar.
cold.
Wait,
Only
what's
speak
going on?
facts on the Kenny Burns show. If we up till 6 in the morning, when the sunrise, we'll be on it. Ooh, it's all live. Wherever we go, you know we tuned in to the Kenny Burns show, to the Kenny Burns show. Yeah. No, we tuned in to the Kenny Burns show.
Message. Nah, Taylor, you killed it, bro. Like, I mean, dead serious. I actually have a story. Sugar, would you do me the honor?
This is story time. This is story time.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I was in Los Angeles, California, and I was leaving New America, about to take a job with either Mariah Carey's Monarch Music or Steve Bartles, who ended up becoming the chairman of Island Def Jam, right? And in this process, up to that point, I did everything I said I wanted to do with my friends. Our dreams of having a label had happened, and we were at that point where it was like, okay, cool. We took it as far as we can together, and I'm becoming an executive, a sought after executive. And so, God rest the dead, Jerry Blair, who was an icon in radio, he was going to be heading Mariah Carey's Monarch Music. And I know y'all remember the glitter debacle, and she, you know, sold the least amount of records she's ever sold, the movie Tank, like she was just in a weird way. And I was like, damn, I would love to go fix Mariah. But then it was Steve Bartles, who had worked with me at Arista Records and was a part of my success with the Dream album, the girl group Dream. So I was kind of like a tug of war. Now, mind you, they were best friends. And for me, relationships to that point had been everything. Everything I had received in my career was because of a great relationship. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Kenny Burns decided to try to do his own business. Oh yeah, he tried to bypass the lawyers and talk to these two gentlemen by himself. Yes, I thought I was at that stage in my life. I had done some business successfully. I did a few key deals, and I was like, I can negotiate this between these two guys. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm going back and forth on the numbers. Yeah, I'm sending one email to Jerry Blair. I'm sending one to Steve Bartles. I'm negotiating. I'm also kind of playing it like in my favor, right? As a lawyer would do, right? Because they'd pitch you in the best way possible for the highest amount and for the most opportunities and benefits. So, ladies and gentlemen, I didn't remember that they had the exact same email outside of the number one. And I'm going back and forth on these emails, and such and such is offering me this, and then such and such is doing this. I'm trying to negotiate and do all the wrong shit, okay? And fuck around and sent the email, sent the email to Steve Bartles that I was supposed to send to Jerry Blair. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Bartles is such a cold player. He invited me to breakfast, and it was like the final offer. So he sitting down talking to me. He's like,
yeah, you know, I like the way that you tried to handle this negotiation yourself. He said, but what you didn't know is that we share a similar email minus the number one. And whatever you were intending to send to Jerry Blair, you sent to me. And just wanted you to know you kind of fucked the deal up for yourself.
You know what I mean? because you know what I mean? Now, didn't take the deal off the table, but he had all the power at this point because and they're best friends, by the way. They're like, and I mean, industry best friends, but they're best friends nonetheless, right? And so I'm like, well, I'm just shooting my shot. You know me, I was ready for the comeback. Well, I'm shooting my shot. Y'all do it to us all the time. I want what I'm worth. You know, I'm going in, I'm whooping and whoop. You know what I'm saying? Kendra's face.
That part.
I'm all in the meeting like Kendra's face. Okay. Matter of fact, that's a new segment on the Kenny Burns Show. Kendra's face. So I'm literally in my mind. No, I didn't have to go through that. I had great relationships with both. I really should have removed myself and let them fight over me and let the lawyers figure out the particulars, because see, what I did was I played myself. Never played myself since, because at the end of the day, I either, you know what I'm saying, said my piece, let the lawyers handle it, or I just left because I didn't feel right with the situation. And there's power in that. But I never burnt a bridge. I never burnt a relationship. And that's what I think is why people always see me being held in such regard with everyone. Not like, I'm talking about from the Delta employee that said the dream is real as I'm entering the plane this morning to, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, like everywhere I go, like, you know what I mean? So I want you to please, if you do nothing else from this podcast, do not mismanage your relationships. We're going to go over a couple more things that are going to help you on your journey, but relationships are the most important. And mind you, Jerry Blair got over it and hired me. Steve Bartles, not so much. He wasn't the chairman of Island Def Jam. Imagine if I would have stayed down with that you know what I mean? But it wasn't for me, obviously, but at the same time, that's an example for y'all on how to not mismanage your relationships. Ladies and gentlemen, one thing we do, and we have to get on this today, for those who have been putting it off, we have to stop mismanaging our health. Ladies and gentlemen, I am at the age where I'm eating things and it's breaking me out. Not breaking me out like I get a rash on my face. But ladies and gentlemen, if you eat something and you start, or if you eat something, you got a little bump on you, or you got a, you know what I'm saying, little hives type situation, you got to listen to your body. Now I know my body. Kendra face again. We don't need that face, Kendra. Everything's okay. All right.
Zoom in.
Yeah, zoom in on that motherfucking mug. Like she got there fine as wine and make them face look like, what's his name from the Goonies? Lug, nigga. She got. But listen, no, seriously, y'all gotta pay attention, because your body will tell you what it doesn't want. People always ask me why I eat the same thing all the time, because I be trying shit and I break out. And then you know what I mean? So how do y'all feel about that? Because I feel like I'm in that season of literally peeling back things that are not good for me.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, I have been eating pretty clean. Well, you know, a little something here and there. But I was craving chicken Alfredo.
Yes.
Craving it.
Yes.
I went Friday when I got off work. I found a little place, little mom and pop place. I was like, oh, this should be good.
Right.
They ain't wiped the counter off. I said, okay, it's about to be great. So I ate half of it. I was like, oh, this is so good. Let me just chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't need to eat. I don't need to eat it all. I got up from my chill moment and I ate the rest of it. I was sick for the rest of the night till the next morning, to the point where I think I called Kendra. I said, Kendra, I'm gonna have to talk to you tomorrow. I don't feel good.
Yeah.
And then I had to go get a green smoothie, because my body is not used to all of that cream and cheese anymore. To the point where my body was like, oh, you playing, sis. We know you working out, but you playing. I'm gonna show you.
Yeah.
And I should have just listened. I shouldn't have ate at all. I should have had my little fill and been done with it.
Yeah.
But I couldn't do it. It was too good.
Listen, I get it. Ice cream do that to me, babe. I'm lactose intolerant, but sometimes I just gotta have it, y'all. And I'm talking to all my lactose intolerant mother suckers. Okay? You keep on playing with that. Oh, you think you gotta go to the bathroom? What if you just explode? What happens when you out on a date and you just explode because you want that little sweet after your salty?
That
you
bad.
just go on and just.
You eat that on date.
You hello? Don't listen. You hello? You can't go turn the fuck around. You hello? Walk outside, man. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh,
all right.
Oh, wait a minute. TKBS Nation, this podcast is brought to you by the good folks at American Express. With Amex, every day can feel like a vacation. I wanted some Chinese food. Yes, I got what I wanted at Mr. Child's, and guess what I used to pay for dinner with? Yes, my American Express. The dream is real. When you're with Amex, you can make every day feel like the best day ever. American Express. Don't live life without it. Whether you're searching for the latest sneaker, that iconic handbag, a timeless watch, or your next piece of classic jewelry, eBay authenticators are there verifying every detail of your purchase. That's right. We're talking each inch, stitch, tick, facet, and clasp that make the piece you're searching for worthy of your collection. eBay's authenticators are experts in their craft, true connoisseurs. And as leaders in their fields, they're making sure your items always arrive as authentic as your style. So go ahead, get that piece you've always wanted, and leave it up to the meticulous eyes of an eBay authenticator to make sure that that watch movement is original, that glimmer is real gold, that rare sneaker is legit, or that handbag is really made of genuine leather, and never get faked over again. In a world full of fakes, it's time to get real with eBay Authenticity Guarantee. Everyone deserves real. Visit ebay.com for terms. Bet you didn't know this. 1 in 8 people have worked at McDonald's. That's right. They went to McDonald's for a job and found so much more that was too good to pass up. Like McDonald's online high school program, where over 82,000 people received access to education. And McDonald's Archway to Opportunity, where many have developed business and entrepreneurial skills. Think about it. With McDonald's, there's a lot of power in 1 in 8. 1 in 8 have worked at McDonald's, and where you start stays with you. TKBS Nation, it's your lifestyle specialist, Kenneth Burns. And child, if you're tired of those red marks on your legs from the mosquitoes, or if ants, roaches, and flies are making you angry at the barbecue, I have the answer. It's called Stem. That's right. I think it's the best mosquito repellent out. And for those ants, roaches, and flies, Stem also has a bug killer. The plant-based active ingredients and entomologists tested make it safe to use around people and pets when used as directed. The barbecue will never be the same. Keep those mosquitoes up off them. Let's put those ants, roaches, and flies in a coffin. Stem, the new wave of mosquito and bug control. And you want to know why? Because the dream is real. Tough is in your DNA. It drives your resilience. Even when they told you couldn't, you did what no one else could, because you're different from the rest. Every day you work hard to conquer challenges, making the impossible happen. And tomorrow you'll do it all over again with a truck that's just as tough as you. Explore the best Ford truck for you today at Ford.com. Built Ford Tough. I just learned Discover credit cards do something pretty awesome. At the end of your first year, they automatically double all the cash back you've earned. That's right. Everything you earn doubled. All the cash back from eating at your favorite soup dumpling restaurant doubled. All the cash back from that trip where you sort of learned to snowboard also doubled. And the best part, you don't have to do anything ridiculous to get it. Nope. Discover does it automatically. Seriously though, see terms and check it out for yourself at discover.com/match. All right, ladies and gentlemen, mismanaging our time. Round of applause for that one. Mismanaging our time. But see, what we not realizing is, y'all, if it's not adding to our lives, if it is not adding value to our relationship, if it is not productive in any way, we are mismanaging our time. We are in a place where you cannot get that back. And you see the effects. Do you not see the effects? And I'm asking y'all, do you not see the effects of mismanagement of time? You know, like me, I'm writing this book. If I have some downtime, I gotta get on that thing. I'm on the time stamp. And right now, it's more important than ever. Did y'all see this weekend, Robert Roberts? And she did, what's my girl from Olivia Pope?
Kerry Washington.
Did y'all see that? It was so good because I didn't know she was that down. Like, I didn't know she was that cool. I'm not knowing the ins and outs, but dog, as I'm doing my memoir, I'm like, this gonna save lives. This gonna save people time. Because one thing I do, I don't regret nothing. I think I had to go through everything I had to go through. And I think we all do. But if you know better, would you have not done better? I would. Oh, I wish I could get the time back where I could have learned some things. You understand me? Like if I could have just took the time to, you know, just hear everybody that was trying to give me some goodness. You know what I mean? I wasted that time, and I think that's the thing with parenting, y'all. And I don't want you to be too hard on yourselves. You're only trying to help them not go through what you went through. You know what I mean? And to be honest, as long as you wasn't putting your hands on your kids and wasn't talking to them crazy all the time, they're gonna forgive you, and more importantly, they're gonna actually take advantage of the knowledge that you gave them. See, the one thing I do know about being forceful and the things we got from our parents, we listened to them because it was coming with a hand. It was coming with a book, an extension cord. It was, so you heard it.
Bedroom shoe.
So a shoe, a piece of furniture. You know what I'm talking about? So you heard it because they wanted you to hear it.
That was child abuse.
It was more than child abuse. Especially the people on your block. The people, the friends that weren't even your mama, friends that wasn't even your fucking blood, putting their hands on you. Wasn't nobody doing that, nobody. Your teachers. I'm old enough where your teacher grabbed you up. That's how I've been. When I was in grade school, the teacher would grab you up, and I know Sugar right now is wishing she could go back to the motherfucking early 80s so she could shake a motherfucker. Because they used to shake the shit out of kids.
Oh, we got paddle.
Yeah, you got paddle too? Yeah.
I got one paddling, but it wasn't my fault, so.
Yeah, it's never your fault, Sugar. But when you, never mind. How have you mismanaged time, and what advice would you give to somebody that's going through the same thing right now?
We're talking about the past, right?
We're talking about the past.
I have mismanaged my time with some people, especially in certain relationships when it comes to men.
Yeah.
Mismanaged time with some of them that you know it ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah.
But things was kind of good on one end, so you just kind of stood around a little bit longer.
Yeah.
When you knew you should have been gone.
He was touching that soul. Yeah. I ain't felt this way in a minute, so I'm just gonna stay around and see if he come around. I was just telling Tiffany about this date she just went on. I just looked at the Instagram. Okay, we need to goddamn stay far away from Loveland.
Right. Don't act like I'm the only one that been there. Men have been there too. You've been stayed around a little too long, mismanaging your time with something that wasn't worth your time.
I hear you. Yeah.
You used to go see Strawberry at the strip club.
Yeah, we're not gonna bring up my past. We're not gonna bring up my past on my podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna just keep it moving. I'll tell you later. Never got nothing from Strawberry, by the way. It was the allure of getting something. Tell you, like, can you talk to the people?
Time is probably the biggest and the most foundational thing when it comes to mismanaging your money as well as your friendships, right? It's really time.
Yeah.
And time is the only thing that not one person can control.
Yeah.
You can control your money, in a sense. You can control your friendships, your relationships. You cannot control time. You have no control over that.
Fact.
You can plan, but you have no idea what's going to happen in the next 30 seconds.
Hey, bro, and it switches up on you so much. You think you got an idea what's about to happen, and then it just go boom. You be like, wait, I literally was just saying no, because that's the truth, Taylor. Like, you can plan. That's even mismanaging the fact that things will change. You can't possess everything to the point of it being that's not life. It's never gonna be perfect. Come on, Dr. Sugar.
You're gonna drive yourself crazy.
You're gonna drive yourself crazy. Dr. Sugar, I know you got something for the peoples.
So I'm gonna talk about current life. I mismanage my time just about every day. Just being honest, when I come home from the gym, I sit in my truck for at least an hour because I get home at 5:05, and I don't have to be at work until 8:40.
Wow.
Now, I could do so many things in 2.5 hours. But instead, I be sitting in my truck, scrolling on Instagram, reading a little bit of a book, listening to a podcast, editing my video from the workout. Like, why? And so, like, today, it was 2 hours. I said, girl, get in the house, take a shower, and get to work. Now I was on time for work and everything, but I know that I can do better about managing my time in that way because sometimes, girl, just get out of the truck and go get in the shower. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And listen, I love, Jesus Christ, can we just help him? He's back, ladies and gentlemen. He's off the perks. He's on the way to full recovery. Sugar, it's so important what you just said because we all go down a rabbit hole first thing in the morning. Who doesn't get on their phone, go straight on social media? And it's not because you don't like, and especially with us, we're in the entertainment media space, right? So knowing the things is half the battle, right? But we take it too far, y'all. And we got to get better because this is going to be leading me to my next, portion of the Mismanagement podcast. But I want to talk about social media for just 2 more seconds because we have to control it, y'all. It's out of control. We are mismanaging social media. And we do not realize the type of mental health issues that are coming from this. Now, mind you, I think we do a pretty good job, and I'm talking about this immediate circle and people that really use it to their advantage instead of letting it use them. But the problem is, y'all, I find myself getting lost in the algorithm. It's like, okay, I'm looking for one thing, and then the next thing I know, and I'm forgetting to do something. That's when you know you're addicted. That's when you know it's a semi-addiction. When you go to do something, I'm gonna just go find and see what they're saying about this, and I'm gonna go and do my work. And then an hour later, you ain't jumped up. You're addicted. And I personally think that we'll see more mental health issues because not only do we see it in youngins today because they're not emotionally equipped, right? And that's the next topic, is mismanaging our emotions. They're not emotionally equipped, you know what I mean, at a young age.
That's true.
To process all the information. Today I'm on the plane, I got one ear in on Instagram, then I got First Take in the other ear, and I thought to myself, bruh, one gotta go. You are literally gonna get off this plane, go straight into business mode till you get to the house, do the podcast in the AMP show. You need to let your brain breathe. Yeah. But it's becoming normal because I gotta get what they're talking about the weekend. You know, now we have this new, segment on the Kenny Burns show with Marissa and Monty. I want to know so that I know what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I could just be in tune. You know what I mean? But we can't overdo it, y'all. Some things we just gonna have to miss, y'all. Some things on social media we are just going to have to miss because you wonder why you can't go to sleep at night? You wonder why you can't turn your brain off at night? You are obsessed with this screen. I can't even watch shows without going on Instagram in the middle of the show. That
is true.
Ain't it true? When the commercial stop, first thing you do is grab your phone. If the shit is boring, first thing you're gonna do is get your phone. Like, we're addicted.
Yeah, we are. Right. That's why I have to sometimes plug my phone up in a different room, because if I don't, I will be scrolling and not even realize I've picked up my phone. And now I've gone so far as to have to put my iPad in another room too. Right. Because if I don't have my phone, I can just get on my iPad because it's literally a big old phone. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm like, girl, stop, be still, chill, refresh, rest, relax, get your life together. Quit scrolling. Yeah, and how are we going to battle that though? Because with the accessing information, you kind of have to, right? Let's just keep it 100. For what we do, we got to be on topic. We're not really going down the celebrity rabbit hole with this podcast, but we do want to know what's going on so we can reference things with these important topics and conversations. Taylor, how do we manage that though? Because I feel like on one end, if you want to be the best, you got to research. That's going to take hours. But then you're also losing a bit of yourself every time I feel you go on social media.
It's got to be some intentionality. I think I heard or I saw an interview with Fawn Weaver where she talked about her and her husband, no matter what they have going on, at a certain time, they have to have breakfast together, right? That's being intentional. Facts. And so that's something that my wife gets on me about all the time. Nigga, put the phone down. Right. I hope you're getting some vagina for whatever you're scrolling. But what she's trying to say is, just be intentional, be in the moment. Right. Learn how to enjoy the moment, right? So I'm part of a club where we read 60 books a year. That's a lot of information. Wow. And if I got to kind of pull back sometimes and say, hey, look, what am I doing this for? Like, don't take the book to the park. Just go sit in the park and just look around. Have you ever sat in the park and actually just looked? It's very soothing. It's amazing. Get you a Cabernet, sit on your balcony and just listen. It don't take nothing, but I think you have to be intentional about your time. What am I going to do from 7 to 8, from 10 to 12? Like those type of mapping out. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, but you got to be intentional about what am I going to do with my day? And the more you do that, the less likely you are to just keep picking up scrolling. So now my wife is like, look, we watch a movie, nigga, don't you pick that phone. If we do, I'm locking the vagina up. And so if I want some.
Yeah, we know you want some.
You
got to have some.
I want some.
You want, Throw them perks away, boy. Throw the perks away. They gotta go in the trash.
Y'all don't want no perks?
No. This is a non-perk show.
I do want a picnic in the park, though.
Yeah. I thought she was about to say something crazy. Child, you never know with Coco Kendra, can you?
You don't. You really don't.
I was like, wait. Oh, okay, all right.
I thought it was.
KB was like, do I need to beep? Where's the beep?
No,
Where's the beep?
I just want a simple picnic in the park. That's all I want.
Yeah, under the covers. Yeah, I mean the blanket. I mean by the picnic basket.
That can happen too. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I want to. Yeah, I forgot what I was gonna say because it always goes left. It really always goes left.
You took it left.
I did, or Cousin Freaky did. I just want to know who did. Was it me?
Oh yeah.
Y'all be double dutching. Y'all be double dutching. I'm like,
Ooh, I'm telling you, that picnic basket.
Oh yeah. With
all right.
Prosecco.
So moving on.
But to Teole's point though, I do feel like, and I'll just share my schedule. On Mondays, it's TKBS Day. We take the podcast. We do the AMP show. If I'm coming back from in town, my day starts at 7 a.m. You know what I mean? So, because I'm clearly trying to get back to be on time. Tuesday, I work out. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, to Teole's point, I'm regimented. Y'all see it. I post the videos around 11:30, 12 o'clock every Tuesday. From the time I leave the house at 9 till about 11:30, I'm working out, getting stretched. After that, I'm usually taking a meeting. Between hours, I fit in my dentist appointment. I mean, whatever that is, but I'm regimented. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday workout. Friday, I'm usually back on a plane in these cities. But you're right. I find that when I make time for me, and we all know workout is my time, or when I take these sabbaticals and I go on vacation, but that recharges you, y'all. That gets you in a frame of mind to get right back up and get ready. And the routine also allows you, because I mean, in between all that I'm doing, my Amazon clients, we're dealing with, the consultancies, we're dealing with interviews, we're doing all the things, but I also have my time. And it really works for me, y'all. And if you respect my lifestyle, how I give you family, I give you, news and entertainment, I give you inspiration, I give you, the dream is real. Again, by the way, y'all, I am clearly disgusted with this one lawyer, and I really want to set her on fire because I don't know if I told y'all this. Can I get another story time? Story time. 2010 or 11, I was on the radio and I was going, the dream is real crazy. Now, mind you, I've been saying this all my life. People who know me will tell you, like, damn near since high school, I've been saying this. But of course, you don't know. They trademark and do all the things you need to do by the name. So this person who's listening to me on the radio goes and trademarks the dream is real for clothing. Now, mind you, I'm gonna get the mark, right? But literally hears me say it over and over again on the radio, trademarks it. And the reason I know he got it from me is because he came back to me, asked me that I want to be involved. What? The nerve to ask me if I wanted to be involved in this thing. So, of course, I don't oblige. I ended up doing like a partnership with Major in DC. They sent a cease and desist because I had a New Era baseball cap that said the dream is real. When they know it's my, I was like, okay, cool. So long story short, not too many years ago, they came back because the Puma thing I did, I had the dream is real on the promo. Not, I had made some clothes to go with the shoes. It wasn't on the shoes. They tried to come at me again. So I fucking I DM'd the guy, clearly found, from the thing they sent me, the cease and desist. And I hit him. I'm like, are you really serious? Like, if I really wanted to go, I have way more access and power to come take it from you, right? But I never desired to do clothes anyway. But in that moment, I was like, let me go ahead and get this in every facet that I could possibly get it. But ladies and gentlemen, I got a lawyer on it, and I have the process started on everything, including taking the thing from him, right? So with that said, the lady drops the ball and doesn't file. This is a lawyer that has been paid to do the work. She drops the ball. Now, mind you, it's already filed, so I'm good. All my current lawyer has to do is go back and, reignite the process. But ladies and gentlemen, we have to stay on our shit. You can't expect lawyers, doctors, spiritual advisors, teachers, whatever, whoever you look to for guidance or information, and even if you're paying them, you got to be on your shit. Because I know that I've created a cult-like movement with the dream is real, and people actually believing that they can accomplish their dreams. They didn't get that shit from this motherfucker who heard me saying it. And to be honest with you, it's my fault. It's not this person's fault. He took an opportunity, he ran with it. You know what I'm saying? It's my fault. So we got to stay on our game, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We have to stay on our game.
I never even heard of him, so there's
no, and you won't. That's just like somebody, listen, there's plenty things that have happened in my life personally where people, including the lifestyle specialists, you got companies, looking for lifestyle specialists. Namely, when I left Combs Enterprises, they were looking for lifestyle specialists. Like, clearly, I just left you. Can you wait 3 years or something until I leave and try to steal? You know what I'm saying? But the way you handle
the body ain't even cold yet.
You feel me? But you gotta at least, ladies and gentlemen, protect your interests. I say things all the time, which I've seen in the ecosystem where people have taken to their incorporated trade. Okay, cool. I give free game all the time. I really don't care. Those are two things I'm not going though. So, because I think people are really adhering to those marks in the form that in history, my name needs to be associated with it, not the people who stole it or tried to steal it. So, but anyway, y'all, I wanted to do episode 51, mismanaging our finances, relationships, health, time, and emotions, because I feel those are the real keys to success. So as we leave the nation, guys, I want you to kind of just give a word of encouragement. You can give some personal testimony with that, but as it adheres to finances, relationships, health, time, and emotions, and the mismanagement of that, give everybody some encouragement or some pointers as far as you're concerned.
I would have to say, don't mismanage your time with things that is not giving you value.
Right.
Like,
or return,
one thing
right.
I don't do, if I'm speaking to my friends on the phone, one of the things I'm not doing is gossiping. I'm not going to be sitting on the phone gossiping. That brings me nothing, no kind of joy, nothing into my life. I'm trying to figure out how to better myself, how to make some money, what's some other moves we can make in life to better ourselves as a whole. What's going to give me some kind of gratification in life and elevate me to another stage. Also, mismanaging people. Those relationships that I hold close to my heart, I'm going to respect that, hold it close to my heart, show that I have care for you, love you, whether it's my marriage, my kids, my family, my friends, my relationships, business-wise, however, you're gonna know that you're close to me.
That's right.
I'm not gonna mismanage that. Loyalty, respect, all of that is very dear to me.
Fact.
And I expect the same. So if people mean something to you, make sure that they know that, and also make sure that you respect them as individuals. You're honest with them, and don't waste time just mismanaging people.
Yeah.
When it comes to money, please, if you don't know where you should be in life or you don't have the knowledge, there's plenty of information out there, or reach out to someone that you think can give you the greatest advice as possible. That's all.
Yeah, well, that was a lot, huh? You had some shit to say today, huh? Get off your chest, huh? You're righting some wrongs, and round of applause again. You just goddamn impress me every week, okay? I just learned something new about Coco Kendra.
I'm multifaceted.
Yeah, okay. Teule.
She said, don't let the cute face fool you. Don't let the cute face fool you.
Yo, be intentional with your, time management. Be intentional about your relationships. Be intentional about your money.
Yes.
If you do that, it is going, again, I always say less likely because it's not 100%, but you are less likely to mismanage when you are intentional.
Facts.
You have, like Kendra said, friendships. If you are intentional about what you are providing within a friendship, be a good friend. Because it's not always the other person. Sometimes a lot of y'all niggas are just bad humans.
Hello?
Y'all bad. So just be intentional, man, and give yourself grace too. If you've mismanaged these things in the past, you woke up today, start over.
Absolutely.
Start doing it now. It's never too late.
Man, I love it.
I love y'all.
When you off the perks, boy, you are cold mother sucker. Last week he got on them perks. He just threw the phone at the wall. We didn't see that motherfucker the rest of the episode. Sugar.
We have one life to live. Don't waste it.
Facts.
Thinking that you're doing something that you're not. Make sure that you know who you are.
Yeah.
And make sure that you're doing what is right for you in the season that you're in right now. Because what's right for you right now is what you need to do.
Absolutely.
You don't need to do something that was right for you before or what you think is going to be right for you later. Treat people right.
Yeah.
Manage your time well. I'm speaking to myself.
Absolutely.
Don't waste your time when you could be doing something great.
Yes, amen. Round of applause. Love you. All right, y'all. I think that for me, money and finances are nothing to play with. This is how we truly live the lives we want to live. And all y'all complain about what you can't do and where you can't go. But you can. You're just spending your money on the wrong shit. So let's be intentional. To Teole's point, with relationships, that's defining of who you are. If you can't manage a relationship, all you lonely motherfuckers that want to be in relationships, you know what I'm saying? If you really can't honor and be loyal in relationships, you wonder why you're not in a relationship, let's stop mismanaging relationships. It's not that hard. Our health, none of this matters without our health. Nothing. You woke up today, to Taylor's point, you get another opportunity to get better with your health. Mismanaging our emotions. Ladies and gentlemen, mental health is real. The key to addiction, and I just admitted on today's show that I have an addiction to social media. And I think the majority of people listening to this have an addiction to social media. Our time, we cannot get back. Please stop wasting time when it doesn't benefit the podcast you're on, the conversations you're having in school, the things at work that, whatever you're going on social media for, be intentional to Taylor's point. You cannot take advantage of time mismanaging your mental health. All right, with that said, on the count of 3, Kendra's gonna lead us into the oblivion until next Tuesday. Ladies and gentlemen, it's on Coco Kendra Kenya.
The dream
is real. Okay, next time can we get a countdown? See, you're too cute. Come on here, too cute. Got your hair in a bob. Look, you like everything she do, Dr. Sugar, but me and Taylor, we get hell. We can't do nothing. And then you twerking, and we can't say nothing about you twerking.
I'm not a yes man. So
she sure ain't.
I tell her when she wrong. I said something in the episode.
God bless you. Good night. Who said?
Peace out.
The dream is real. This episode of The Kenny Burns Show is brought to you by STEM, who I think has the best mosquito repellent and ant, roach, and fly killer. If you don't want those critters crawling all in your crawl, get STEM and get rid of them all.